And the Vimana was one of the flying machines of the Hindu gods. Vimana is what we would call today a space shuttle. It's just a small space vehicle which moves between the planet and the mother spaceship in orbit. But with the Vimana itself, you don't make space travel from star to star. These diagrams are not extremely old. Some of these diagrams were created only in the 17th century. They are not thousands of years old in some of these Indian books. These designers who made these diagrams, they designed it out of the old text. They read the old text, and because of these texts, they made a design. Well, it must have looked like that and that. But the fact is, there were different types of Vimanas which looked completely different, comparable to a helicopter and a jumbo jet. It's not the same thing, but both machines can fly.
The world's ancient texts have been passed down through the ages to reflect the history of mankind. Their careful preservation over thousands of years reflects the value and importance in which our ancestors held this sacred knowledge.
India is the land of the gods. Everything is always connected together. I mean, when we hear the story of Arjuna, he was up in a mother spaceship. It's the same story as we hear from another part of the world, from Enoch, who was up there, who learned the language. It's all different names, but in the base, the same stories. Arjuna was the one who was up there in the cities of the sky. And he was there many times, not only one. Between his visits on the sky, he always returned to the earth. Arjuna even gives the name of his pilot. The pilot's name was Matali, who brought him up there. And Arjuna describes that he saw hundreds of different Vimanas up there. There were 3 cities in the firmament, not in heaven. Heaven can be a space of happiness. Heaven can be a place where we go after that. Heaven can even be the place where the gods rule. But here, the 3 cities were in the firmament. The humans observed the 3 cities in the firmament. They described them because they looked differently. Now, Arjuna was one of the humans who was up there in these 3 cities. And he describes the 3 cities. He describes the fight. And he describes that there were many, many Vimanas. Vimanas are different, have different shape. There is